Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big ass results in your life and your business. Today's topic is this: but there's snow in my gloves. Can you help me again? So if you listened to yesterday's podcast, then you know that we have been blessed with snowfall here in the Midwest. And yesterday was a big day of me being able to play out in the snow with my children. And one of the things that we did is the time favorite for most people is to go have a good old-fashioned snowball fight. So as we're playing around outside, the boys just had the absolute thrill. We're talking about a 7 and a 5-year-old here who were just thrilled to be able to put a snowball on my head and watch it fall apart on my head and throw snow at me, and me throwing snow back at them and chasing them, and it was just a fun time. But what was starting to happen, and especially for Watson, now it happened to Wyatt a couple of times, but especially for Watson, is that he was getting a snow caught between his glove and his jacket, and it was finding its way up in his glove. Now, for those of you who've actually played in the snow before and know what snow is, you know that that's not a good feeling when it starts creeping up in your gloves and it's getting caught in your coat. And so he would take, and he was wearing mittens, right? So this glove is going over his entire hand, and there's only a thumb hole, and I'm wearing 5-fingered gloves. My hand's warm, by the way. It was awesome. So I go ahead and Watson continually, like seriously, for 15 minutes, it's just, Daddy, my gloves off again. Daddy, my gloves off again. It's getting snow up in the glove. It's getting so instead of trying to knock the snow out, he just takes the glove off, and then he wants me to help him put it back on. Now, this would also eventually happen to Wyatt. And in my head, I'm going, okay, I got to try something different here. So I'm not going to not put the glove on them. I'm not going to not help them, but I'm going to find a different way to do the same thing. I'm going to find a different solution. And so with Wyatt, it was very easy. He's got this coat where he's got like Velcro straps around the wrist that keeps the snow out. So I'm like, great, this is awesome. So I'm going to pull the glove down, pull the jacket over it, and the Velcro will then secure the glove. It's going to significantly decrease any snow getting into his glove. Boom! Victory. He probably had one time where the glove actually came off, and that was just because we were having fun wrestling and rolling around, and it just kind of found its way off. Watson, on the other hand, had this scenario where he would just get a little snow in between the two and just pull his glove off. And so I had to do the same thing with him. I said, okay, he doesn't have the straps that Wyatt does, but I'm going to see if I can do this. And lo and behold, I would pull the jacket down, the glove down, put one over the other, and he would get a little bit more time to be able to play instead of worrying about his glove. Now, this comes back to a statement we've all heard before, and I'm abbreviating, bastardizing a little bit from Einstein, but it's the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And so initially, here I am continually putting this glove on, but I'm not trying it in a different way. I'm just continually putting it on so we can go play, and I put it on again so we can go play, and I put it on again so we can go play. And the same result is happening over and over and over again, so much so that it probably happened 6 times in 6 minutes. Right, so I'm doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, but it's not going to happen. So I had to find a different way to do the same thing. Right, I got to put the glove on. So I still have to put the glove on, but let's find a different, and by the way, we all know this, right? There's only one way to put a glove on. So I've got to find a different way to do this that's going to help to keep the snow out. I just had to have a different perspective. I had to look at each person's jacket, and I had to figure out something else that we could do to help to get a different result, the desired result. Now, you know exactly where I'm taking this. When we look at your own life, where is it that you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? And it's not necessarily the thing that you're doing, it's how you're doing it. It's the effort, the energy, and the focus that you're putting into it. Like some people might say, yeah, I just need to stop doing X. It's not necessarily a matter of stop doing X. It's how are you doing X? How are you showing up to X? I do a Core 4, formerly known as a morning success ritual, every single day. And the thing is that there are people, when I train them to do this Core 4. And some people get off the chart results. Their business grows. Their relationships go off the charts. Sex life is like, holy crap, it's like exploding. Connection with children, like everything just changes. And then I have somebody else who's doing the Core 4 and they go, yeah, it's not working for me. Like, I don't know what it is. It's not working. And so their initial thought becomes, I'm going to abandon this because it must not work for me. As opposed to, what if I go at it in a different way? What if I go at it with a different energy? What if I go at it with a different focus? So instead of being mechanical about it, what if I were to change my attitude around what I'm doing? And how would that change your results? There are people right now who are listening to this who work out and they say, yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't lose weight. But yet, when you're going to the gym, you're not giving full effort. So it's not that you have to stop working out, stop with your trainer. It's that you have to go in and start putting forward more of an effort. Start doing what your trainer tells you to do. Start eating better. If you're being coached, I see this in coaching all the time. Oh, I don't think it works for me. No. You need to start doing this with more urgency. You need to start doing this with more focus. You need to start doing this with more passion and energy. Instead of checking boxes and going through the motions, how about getting passionate about the life that you can create if you want to create it? If you don't want to create it, you are going to be the person who does the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And you might leave me and go work with somebody else. You're going to do the same shit with them. And then you're going to go to somebody else. You're going to do the same shit with them. I know because I have people who come to me all the time who have been coached by 5, 6, 7, 8 other people. And it's like, are you ready to do something different? Are you ready to do something with full, and it's not like other coaches might have said, oh, you got to work on your headspace. I'm not saying we're not going to work on the headspace because I am a headspace master. What I say is, are you ready to go all in on yourself? Are you ready to double down on you? Because when you're ready to double down on you, the effort and energy you put towards what you're doing is going to accelerate your results 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. You'll get there 10 times faster than if you're just going at it saying, oh yeah, I hope this time this coach takes me to the promised land. So what do I want you to do? It's very simple. Take a look at your life today, and where is it that you are doing stuff? You're doing things that people are telling you to do. They're in alignment with your values. They really like the picture they draw for you is really where it is that you want to go, but you are not giving the effort that needs to be given to move forward. And you know you're not. Like, yeah, this means being honest with yourself, because we love to blame other people. This means being honest with yourself and saying, where in my life across body, being, balance, business, am I saying that I'm in, but I'm really not? So I'm doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And what can you do today? What is one thing that you can do today that is going to be an actual stepping up of your energy, of your focus, and of your action in that area? Believe me, if you do this, you are going to feel a shift within your body that you have never experienced before. Because when you truly go all in on something that you know innately, you hear your coach or your trainer or whoever tell you, this works, I know it works, and it aligns with your values and who you are, when you go all in on it, everything about your life will change in an instant. So, whereas one area in your life where you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and you know that it is a lack of effort. It's straight up what this is. It is a lack of effort. And you are going to do what? You are going to pick the action, the effort that you need to put forward over the course of the next 24 hours. And this one I would take for a few days, folks. Put it forward for a few days, because you put it forward for a few days, you're going to see even greater results. And guess what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to keep rolling. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. Hey, reminding you as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Commit and Go podcast. We are on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher, and we would always appreciate a rating and or review if you'd be so kind to do that. And we now have a place for you to go. That's right, my friends. You can head on over to the commitandgo.com webpage. That is going to give you an opportunity to subscribe to our weekly content, as well as have an opportunity to hear about what we're doing, when we're doing it, be a part of our boot camps if you're interested in those as well. And for some of you, you might even find that coaching is the next place that you have to go to start creating some big ass results in your life. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.